Previously, we talked about this abomination, the hybrid sword axe from Heinrich von Gunther-Rott.
And this probably didn't even exist. We've only ever seen it in one manual with like 2 pictures as a side note.
But does that mean there was never a sword axe hybrid?
Well, actually, there was. This is the kopes, an ancient Egyptian sword that evolved from the epsilon axe.
While this is more sword than axe, it does have some characteristics, specifically this blade that projects forward, much like the blade of an axe.
The problem with an axe sword is axes and swords want you to do 2 different things.
A sword needs to be nimble and quick, and an axe needs to be weighty in the cut.
If we made this out of steel, it would probably feel terrible. But the kopes is kind of the perfect fusion between sword and axe. It's pretty good at hacking, but it's still light and nimble enough to thrust and move around.
This kopes is a lot shorter than this monstrosity, but there's a good reason for that. At the time this was around, it would have been made out of copper or bronze, which meant it couldn't be that long, but with modern steel, this could get a lot bigger.
Bigger, you say?
This is a functional 2-handed kopes. We've done some sparring with it and it doesn't feel bad. It's got a lot of meat in the hip, but it also is maneuverable enough to actually be useful as a sword. So while Heinrich von Gunther-Rott's abominable axe sword hybrid probably never actually existed,
turns out we've had axe sword hybrids for thousands of years.